Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
And bulldozing his way through. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has three options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackman.
And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Short.
He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Back to throw. Dempsey. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. They're going to try and throw.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
I know they got the first down, but Brandon, I still don't like the call going for it there. Yeah, they got it, but I would have punted the ball there, played some field position. I mean, it's okay to end drives and kicks, right? You know, we've heard that from different guys before. Remember, a kick's either a punt, right, field goal, or a point after touchdown. It's okay to end it in a kick.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up in excellent shape for a 1st and goal.
Back to throw again.
This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts,
his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
First and 10, Taylor now.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Off play action. Short. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Looking to throw. Short. Escaping the pressure. And he's going to go down again. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they got no chance to win this game.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun. Dempsey. And this one too low.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Dempsey. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Oh, a leap it. He will make the catch. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, 93 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Short. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Short. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Looking to throw. Short. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Short. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Dempsey, flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Touchdown. Calvin Ridley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The point after is good, and the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Short. That's caught by his tight end, Kylen Granson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This is Hines. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run with Hines. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
3 down, 3 down. 44, 44, Mike, 44.
I smell fear in that offense. 18 Cardinal.
Now it's Hines. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Here we go. Hawk 70.
3 down. Check Mike, man, Mike.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Looking to throw. Short. And that's caught by the tight end, Granson. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
45,
They'll try and run for the 1st with Taylor. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 8 yards.
On 4th down, short. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
To throw on second down, Dempsey. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Colts pick it up. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up and...
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Following the fumble recovery, Dempsey. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Well, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And he will find Ridley on the left side. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Dempsey. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. The quick slant caught. Just a gain of a yard in what all likelihood will be the final play of the first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Now a second down and 6. Off play action. Short. And that's incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
To throw on third down. Short. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. And right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 49-yard line.
On second down now. It's Taylor, and he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10. Short. Throw left side here, complete to Campbell. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Falcons' 36-yard line.
Keep it up. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Looking to throw. Short. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Mike 3. Mike 3. Oh, you got Debo.
Back to throw. Short. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons' offense at the line.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it, because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Dempsey. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. They get only 4 that time, as that leads us to a 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He punted 5 times in the win last week, as this one's away. It's taken to the 26. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game, because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Let's go. Cowboy 80. 70. We got 4. We got 4. Shoot.
Throwing on 1st down. Dempsey. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Dempsey. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on third down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it first and goal.
It'll be first and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
But down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away one half of the field. But the best one...
Touchdown, Falcons! A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year.
And the Falcons are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
On first down, short. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
A gain of a yard brings up second and 9 at the 36-yard line.
Street. Don't get nervous. Check Mike 99. Wild Bill.
To throw on second down. Short. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Hines. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5.
Brings up second and 5.
Check Mike 99. Watch the run. Watch the run. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. The Colts on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Hawk 70. Cut. Check Mike 99. Time to go. 99. You go tight. You got tight right there.
Here's Hines. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 4th and 1.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, now a strip. He loses the football. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Looking to throw on second down. Dempsey. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. On 1st and 10, short. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. To throw on second down. Short. Finds Hines again for the completion. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Throwing on first down. Short. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll make it a second down. Back to throw. Short. Looking left side, and it's complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Hey, Smash! Babies cry all the way back home. Hey, let's get that ball.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
We want it. Come to my work.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, short. He rifles one that's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And the Falcons will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19.
Mike 35, Mike 35.
Check pass, check pass.
Shift, shift.
Cougar 19. Street.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
But it looks like they caught him off guard on 2nd and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for them. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on 3rd down.
You got 3 down.
Shift. 60 Eagles.
On 3rd down, Dempsey. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Switch it.
70 Timberwolves.
On 4th down, Dempsey. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on.